I wake up, still be trying to figure out this life shit. Can't say I got answers yet, but, I feel like we all trying to figure this out. Yeah, what's a life without peace? Life without goals, life without love, life without souls, life without...
The Real Deal with Akil podcast may be back with another one. Subscribe, rate, review, iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcast, UFM TV. Everybody that's been riding with us right now, I appreciate y'all truly. Varsity Cooler, 15% discount using the code RDWA. Go get that. Special guest with me. Been knowing this man for almost 20 years. Went to high school together.
Yes.
I know him as Matthew.
Yes.
Y'all know him as DJ Me, arena DJ for the Houston Texans. Bro, let me salute you. Because
I'm just one of the DJs.
One of the DJs.
I'm not the main DJ.
Hey,
I'm one of the DJs.
I'm going to say, hey, look, for me, I'm biased. This is my guy. We've been rocking since 08. So, salute.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All the success, bro.
Appreciate it.
All the success. Man, we haven't ran we talked before the camera started rolling and everything.
Yeah.
But I just want to ask, bro, how's everything been going like in life right now?
Life has been a blessing, a test, but a blessing. Take nothing that I've been given for granted.
Yeah.
I just, like ETCO will say, move with my move, go with my move, and
Yeah.
I stuck with what God allows me to do, and I've been blessed. At the end of the day, I've been blessed. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
I've been blessed.
Because we started in our own fields around the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
And
2012, 2013, around that time.
Yeah, around that time.
You graduated high school when?
I graduated high school in 2011.
2011, yeah.
And I got into this field in 2014. Started doing radio and everything.
So
and then
2013, that's when I was working 2 jobs, and then I made 3 jobs when I started a promotions event for Odyssey, CBS Radio at that time, I believe. So yeah.
I remember seeing you for the first time DJing at one of the old clubs in Houston, Drink Houston. That was my first time. And now my first time running into you since high school.
Yeah.
And to where you at now from going, still DJing at restaurants and clubs now, but going from there, from Drink Houston's to
U of H.
U of H.
That was my biggest.
Radio stations.
Radio. I did radio.
U of H. We're going to get to U of H as well. Then now with the Texans, like the grind for
Texans, 5-6 years. It's been a blessing.
Like, do you ever sit back and just be like, damn? Or is it just still at a pace right now?
All the time. I have to literally sit back where I came from and thank God for where I am now, because some people, they get the opportunity at where they are and they take it for granted, like I said.
Yeah.
I don't take nothing. Every job I work, I'm trying to make sure I have a job, because now jobs are being let go left and right.
Yeah.
So I don't need those worries, because I'm going to do my job.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm doing my job good enough to be where I am in this foot, wear these shoes that I'm wearing.
Right.
So
before DJ Me, who was Matthew? Who's Matthew? Before DJ Me.
Matthew was... Oh, you want the real truth?
Yes, the truth, bro.
Matthew was a little nerdy boy that will run around the house naked in front of his 2 younger brothers, his older sister, make sure the boys...
Being the bad kid in the house.
I was the bad kid. I'm one of the reasons why we had to move to Houston in 06. I was that bad kid.
Yeah.
But no, Matthew was that boy, Dallas Matthew, he was bad.
Yeah.
So I finally grew up in my mid-20s.
Right. As we all did. Like, you grow up and you look back when you hit 30, you like, I did this shit in my 20s. Like,
I finally matured in my mid-20s. Teens, nah, I ain't matured.
Nah,
I'm
with you.
Nah.
I'm with you. But during that time, though, like, we fast forward now, but before then, was music always your number one?
Music was probably a big influence as a kid. I can still remember the first hip hop song I ever heard.
Which was what?
I wanna be a baller, shakala.
Yeah.
That was my first hip hop song. I thought my friend was freestyling one. It said that
Yeah.
it turned out it's a radio song. I'm like, oh snap! So that was my first hip hop song, and then I started getting into hip hop.
Yeah.
My dad wanted me to practice my typing skills. Everybody saw I was really fast, and how I practiced was typing lyrics.
Right.
Bone Thugs and Harmony was my
Favorite group.
Yeah.
My favorite group all
Bone
time.
Thugs and Harmony.
Yes.
They're the only group to ever work with Tupac and Biggie.
And Biggie.
So I'm like, Crazy Bone was my favorite rapper growing up.
Yeah.
Besides Ludacris, Crazy Bone was it. And then Chameleon came. And yeah.
Sound Revenge album.
Yeah.
Mixtape Messiah.
That time I was literally Nelly. He had Sweatsuit album, no homo, but that album was fire.
No. Nelly
music
had,
was better back then. So
Right.
I'm like, I have a lot. T.I., Urban Legend. Damn, there was a lot.
Yeah.
Gosh, now okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But and it's crazy because when you bring up "Wanna Be a Baller," we actually had a discussion in our group chat about what is Houston's theme. Like if the Texans to win a Super Bowl, what's the first song you play?
The first song I would play, it depends on the demographic of where I'm at.
Because I would say Top's Drop. To me, you got Mo City Don, of course, but I always say like Top's Drop to me.
It's all on the demographic of where you're at.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if you're in a diverse scene, you could play Top's Drop, or you could play Houston, Texas by Slim Thug.
Yeah.
But in the urban scene, Mo City Don is literally up there.
It's the anthem.
It's been
You gonna move to
anthem.
Houston, you better learn that song.
You cannot just act like you know that song and just like mumble your mouth. If somebody sees you mumbling,
You gonna get called out.
like shut up.
You gonna get called out. So, when did you realize that you wanted to become a DJ?
Ooh. So when I wanted to be a DJ, I was going through a hard time in life. My parents divorced. I was staying with my godmom, Miss Trisha Johnson. Love you forever. She took care of me, and I was working YMCA, UPS. I was the engineer at Club Roxy. Still has that title of the longest reigning club ever in Houston. I was the engineer for that spot. So DJ Wicked gave me a laptop.
I remember that name. Yep.
DJ Wicked. Yeah, he's a Stafford alumni.
Yeah.
And then DJ High C, he let me open up for him on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
DJ Penetrate, the owner of Roxy, Whiskey River and all that, he let me have my first gig. My first official gig was at Roxy on Tuesday, Asian night.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I couldn't get in. I was too young, but I remember. I used to hear it on radio 97.9. Yep. Asian night.
It was Asian night. So after that, it's been a blessing. I've met the right people. Everybody from JQ, Kiati, GT, they all helped mold who I am today.
Yeah.
All the OG, Kiati, all of them, they all put their work in to mold me into who I am now.
Yeah.
And I would give him his flowers every day. I always tell him thank you. Like, he's the Go DJ. He's the founder of it. And all these guys, Rogers, they deserve more than flowers, like, at the end of the day. Like, I'm sorry. People don't give enough flowers.
Yeah.
Give them all a day in Houston because they all do something for the city. They all do something for the community. They bring smiles to people's faces, joy to people's lives. Hell, they made my life better. Just all taking the time to work with me.
Right.
Like they didn't have to.
Yeah.
And thanks to them, look at where I'm at now. I'm like, I wouldn't be shit without them. I don't know, can I cuss?
No, say what you gotta say.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shit without any of them. Like they all helped mold me to where I am. And hell, yeah.
Yeah, because it's being from the city and watching a lot of these DJs come and go. It feels like, even though I do know you, your story and the grind of where you started to where you at now in 2025. Like, I'm looking at this from the outside, and it's like, This is what I be talking about. The work you got to put in.
My hair looks the struggle.
Like it's the hair of like
it's the struggle. It's the grind. Like,
but that's part of it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like you brung up these DJs, Mr. Rogers and High C. They didn't even have to give you a chance, but they did because they saw something.
Yeah.
Which, and I think from the outside, and it's not just people can scratch or whatever, but it's who that person is too. You a down to earth dude. You cool.
I try to be. I try.
There's never a time I ever seen you angry. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always like a smile in the face. Like every time we dab each other up, we chop it up, we talk.
Yeah.
And you do that with everybody.
But we grew up together.
Right.
Pretty much we grew up together. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you don't want to go to a bar, a restaurant, NRG,
Yeah.
and have just like a serious face.
Right.
Like, it doesn't make you approachable. Then you're not connecting with the crowd. They're just like, I seen somebody just say, I look mean because they don't smile. And that's just who they are. They don't care to smile. I was a happy kid and I don't smile as much as I used to.
Yeah.
I used to smile every day. Life hit. But I still, when I'm working, at least smile. Like, hey, you out, you came to vibe with me. Let's have fun. Like,
Yeah.
I'll take requests. Like, what
Yeah.
you want to hear? Like, let's have a good time. Let's have fun.
Exactly. So you could say it's safe to say this can be you see yourself doing this for the foreseeable future. Like there's no point I don't see like I'm gonna stop at this certain time or I'm gonna do this. Like
I will never put expectations on myself. Me doing that, hell, I was supposed to graduate with a college degree. Never got that. But then look at me. I DJ for U of H.
yeah.
So I don't have no expectations on anything on my life. Maybe if it comes to marriage or having kids, something like that, maybe have an expectation.
Yeah.
But when it comes to my work, I got to go where the money is. At the end of the day, because I got bills to pay, I got people to take care of. I got my family I have to help with. If somebody's in emergency need, I need to be able to take care of my family.
Yeah.
So, but I do still love DJing. It's saved me in life. There's no telling where I would be if I didn't have it. Probably UPS. I'll probably be back at UPS. And hey, shout out to everybody that works at UPS because that job is not easy. And I did it for 6 years.
This is it's tough.
It's not easy.
And I want you to speak on the Texans too because
shout out to Nico, CJ, Tank. I love y'all. Nico's my boy.
we gonna speak on that team. But for you, I'm curious. How did you land that spot with the Texans?
So how I got Texans, I was working in promotions for CBS Radio.
Yeah.
They're partners with the Texans for the radio media. Then it changed to Intercom, then it changed to Odyssey. But at the end of the day, I've been in contact with my boss. I don't know if I should say her name, but I made the right connections, pretty much. And the voice of the Houston Texans, Mark Vandermeer, I became his radio engineer for certain broadcasts. So Mark always spoke so highly of me. Love Mark. He's literally like a big brother. Teach me how to talk on the mic still. I'm not a MC. I shout to the MCs that know how to talk on the mic because I suck at it. I know I do. Some people say I did good, do good. Nah. Shout out to all the MCs and people that know how to talk on the mic because it's not an easy job.
Yeah.
Like you. Yeah. You know how to talk.
Yeah.
I don't do this a lot.
You just want to spin and have your own MC. Let them talk.
People that know how to talk on microphones and all that, it's a different job.
Right.
It's not easy to do. Like
you got somebody DJ and MC.
Yeah. And I love having my MCs with me.
Right.
Kane, Beezy, the host with the Mo's, Ticket. There's a lot of MCs out here, and they need their flowers too.
Right.
But back to the Texans, how I got on that. I'm sorry, I've been giving people flowers. But,
No.
It shows where I come from.
You're supposed to, like, people, when they hear it, gotta give them their flowers.
It shows where I come from. I wouldn't be me without any of these people.
Yeah.
But Mark Vandermeer put in a word because they were now hiring DJs before the pandemic, 2019. They started bringing DJs in for a certain event. Mm-hmm. I lost my radio job because the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be running in for the Texans stadium because they saw that I was U of H's stadium DJ for some years. Thanks to T. Gray. T. Gray gave me that spot for basketball and football at U of H. Go Cougs. But God had other plans. So luckily, by the love of God, I came back to the Odyssey with Sports 610. And the Texans caught wind. They're like, hey, we want to give you a shot. And that was 2020. After that, they kept me DJing every year. And
the rest
I do off seasons, game days.
Training camp too?
Training camps. I've done it all from Texas Bowl with the colleges. LSU just came last year. Won. Hey, LSU. But no, it's been a blessing. They take care of me. I love the whole Texan staff.
Yeah.
The owners, they've been loving everybody with the Texas admin. They've been the best. And I would love to say thank you for giving me the opportunities that y'all have given me. So.
And people forget, dog, Matt, like, there was a time with the Texans and NRG, they didn't have DJs in there.
Yeah.
The environment before, I want to say 2020, because you said 2020. So before that time, the atmosphere of going to a game wasn't all the way there.
There was no DJs before 2019. I can't say 2019 year because we were literally going through a pandemic.
So it's probably, y'all got 2021.
Probably. Between 2020 and 2021, that's when they started having me everywhere. Because
that was, people forget, like, it's like, I remember I seen it on TV for the first time I seen it personally in 2023. And I've seen it, and I'm like, holy shit, there's DJs at the stadiums now? Yep. And you DJing, like, outside, like, with people walking through, like,
the concourse.
I said,
but like Cantina.
Some of these games is better to be out here than at watching the game.
Yeah, so right now, everybody's, like, telling me stay for third quarter at DJ, but I'm like, that's not part of the contract. I wish I could.
Yeah.
But I can't do it. By their laws and rules, we need the fans back in the seats supporting our Texans. And I'm not mad against that. I'm not. At the end of the day, we want to win.
Right.
So wherever they think is best, I'm all for it. Let's win.
Right.
Because we need a championship ring. We need championship rings now.
We do. And
it's
I think
our time.
It's good. Texans knocking on the door. The team is knocking on the door. They're getting the right pieces. The defense is a Super Bowl caliber defense.
Oh, yeah.
The offense is going to, we had a rough patch last year on offense.
It's that O-line, but they're working on that.
They're working on it.
The draft is coming up in 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
We just got trust in the process. At the end of the day, we didn't think we were going to make it this far with CJ.
Yeah.
And it's his third year coming up now.
Third year. And he got more playoff wins than Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Look how that shit sound. Dak been in the league for 10 years. And this man come in 2 seasons,
and he
fixed all the shit, the post-Watson era, had to fix all that, came in two playoff wins. And that's more than Dak Prescott. So somebody's doing something, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we just got to trust the process. At the end of the day, we rushing and we're all going to rush it. We're impatient. We're human. But at the end of the day, hey, go Texans.
So I had an episode a couple of months back.
Okay.
And I was speaking about the Texans either to relocate or renovate. And what I said is that they have options because their contract is coming up in 2032. I mistakenly said 2030, but I'm thinking long term. I'm not thinking now, right?
That's what, 8 years?
7, 8 years from now.
Yeah.
So what I said is that, hey, I think they should either renovate the stadium and what's around it, like literally walking this around, like the strip part, the old strip center that they have, everything that's lit, the Astrodome, things like that, tear that down and do something ASAP to it, right?
Yeah.
Or I gave the option to relocate on the outskirts, which is, I said Katy, because I'm thinking about what Katie is now.
Far, though.
It's far.
It's far, but people will still go if we're winning.
People will still go regardless.
If we're winning.
If we're winning. But
it's not a lot of dedicated fans like that. At the end of the day, that's a lot of sports teams. I mean, we don't have dedicated fans like the Cowboys or the Steelers. I've seen some bandwagons that jump on and off from our team at the end of the day. Sadly, but they're human. They're going to do that. So I'm
but here's my thing: you go to this stadium every home game, every week,
every game.
So you see,
I don't miss
the traffic. You see the one way in, one way out. So what I'm saying to what I said about either relocating or renovating around it and the stadium. To that, what you say?
My best idea, and I talked to some co-workers with the NRG Texan staff, renovate the Astrodome, like rebuild it up, make it stronger, but it's going to take money, and that's literally all we're doing, spending money on this. Like, this is the taxpayers' money, I believe. So, if anything, rebuild that, have 2 stadiums, and then if we want to do something with NRG Stadium, cool. We could demolish that and do something bigger because we got to have a stadium. At the end of the day, we need a stadium. Mm-hmm. We can't go a season without a stadium in Houston.
For sure.
Like, we can't just change Minute Maid to a football field. No one's going to want that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you have a building right next door to NRG. So either demolish that and turn that into a parking lot. I don't care. But if we rebuild NRG, it's not the worst stadium.
For sure.
It's just you could literally put more lights, more TVs, more LEDs around everything. Like, it's not the worst stadium as people try to hype it up to be. Yeah. Because I'm like, some of these stadiums, they just have nothing but steel and lights to make glass everywhere.
Yeah, I'm like, have y'all seen the Jacksonville Jaguars stadium? Just, but my thing is this is like, I'm thinking about long term, right? Yeah. So I'm saying like, okay, if you are going to keep it right there, if you're going to do either tear down the Astrodome, or if you do tear it down, I want to see an entertainment district, a shopping center. Yeah, I want to see
that would be
a hotel,
nice.
Like a district of that.
I will say this. I wish it would be, like you said, shopping centers and multiple stores inside the Astrodome. Right. I would agree with that. Yeah. And then, like, during rodeo season, they could have another smaller rodeo for kids or something like that. And the adults go to their NRG. And then you got bars after the NRG. Right. Like, after you got a club or something. But, like, how the Cowboys did it. How the Cowboys did it. Right. And I still haven't been, sadly. But from what I see, I'm like, their whole venue area is beautiful. And I'm like, I seen a drone video, I seen pictures, I seen friends talking about it. And I'm like, I hear friends talking about it, Yeah. But yeah, Houston deserves something like that.
That's what I'm saying. And we're the 3rd largest city. So that's my thing is like, and my point was that, hey, we have an example right here that's 3 hours away. And also, they have something called Texas Live with this big-ass, gigantic sports bar. For people that don't want to go to the game, they have that right there next door. So if I can't go to NRG...
That's a tailgate right there.
Exactly.
That's a tailgate
That's all
right
my point
there.
was. And people said, if you move to Katy, it's going to be the Katy, Texas. I'm like, no. The Buffalo Bills don't play in Buffalo. Yeah. They're like, San Francisco doesn't play in San Francisco. Dallas don't play in, they play in Arlington. Yeah. I'm like, all right, y'all.
But they don't know the areas like that. Right. They don't pay attention to, they don't.
Exactly.
It's just wherever the closest city is what they are.
Yeah.
And
here's the thing.
Arlington Cowboys suck.
Exactly. And the last thing on this point is like, there's a possibility by 2032 that gambling might be legalized in Texas. They working on that. So that's a story for another day, but that's a possibility. We might get a casino.
I'm not a gambling person, so oh God.
Hey, Prospects, hit me up. It's been some time now, like we've been doing this for some time. Prospects, Underdog, hello, Sleeper, hello, we here. But but speaking of the Texans, last thing, expectations on the Texans. I know we want Super Bowl, I know we want that, but expectations.
There's no expectations on anything, especially when it's other people's lives. I don't like to get my hopes up.
Right.
But I do have a strong belief, and it's not expectation. I'm not expecting them to make it to Super Bowl. I never expect them.
Yeah.
But I do love seeing the progress. I do expect them to keep going with the progress they are making, because where we should be in 4 6 years, we got there in 2 years from what they told us.
Right.
So I'm like, I love what they're doing. I trust the process. I don't judge anything they say. I don't question anything. At the end of the day, you have to believe in your team. And I believe in what they're doing is right for the team.
Yeah, for
Who they let go, I might not ever agree with it, but at the end of the day, they know what's best.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like, go Texans. At the end of the day, I'm never going to say. Now, the Bill O'Brien situation, I will say, nah, he was terrible.
Yeah.
But after they let him go, I saw what they did behind the scenes too. And everybody loves who the Texans are. They love going to the games.
Mm-hmm.
They love seeing all the different DJs we have now.
Yeah.
And they love seeing the off-season events.
Yeah.
Like, you coming to a draft party?
I'm invited. You invited me now, so I'm gonna go.
You're more than welcome to come with me to a draft party.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's the Texan admin really cares, and they're listening to the fans.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they have a job, and their job is to try to get to win.
Yeah.
The McNairs ain't gonna just keep these people if they don't win. Like, he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
But he ain't got no ring.
Yeah.
His job is to get that ring. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
And that's what we all want. So, yeah, you got to just trust the process at the end of the day. Like, some decisions ain't going to be right. No one's perfect. But at the end of the day, look at where we are now.
Yeah.
So,
how heartbroken was you when U of H lost to Florida, dog? Like, I'm a Duke fan, and I'm from Houston. I'm from Houston, but I'm a Duke fan, and y'all beat us in a heartbreak. And I'm asking you, since you work, you're a Coug.
I'm a Coug.
How
I didn't get my degree. I'm just employed by them.
How did it feel for another? I'm sorry, Houston. I gotta say this, but this is another Houston blunder in our sports history. It's another one.
You saw Kevin's face.
He froze.
Head coach. And I think he feels it worse than anyone.
Yeah.
Because he's been the head coach for some years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's 69 years old, about to hit 70. I don't know how much longer his contract is. Hopefully he has another year with us.
I think he do, but he got his son coming after.
Yeah, and who knows if he wants to retire, because he's done a lot.
That was a lot
for this program. And just to lose the way we lost, I'm mad about it. I'll admit, I'm still mad about it. But there's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah.
So.
Like, damn, you couldn't get a shot off?
Or kick the ball out.
Something.
Like, you had time. It was literally 3 seconds going by, and you just looking at the ball. I'm like, you know what? It wasn't our year.
Pick it up, get a travel.
At least we got Duke. At least we got Duke. But I know Duke is more mad because we lost to Florida.
Because Duke would have beat the shot. I'm sorry, Duke would have beat Florida.
But at the end of the day, we beat Duke and Florida. So there's no telling. At the end of the day, there's no telling. That's all I'm going to say. There's no telling, but congratulations to Florida. I hate y'all for it, but y'all won fair and square.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, go Cougs for the rest of my life. And yeah.
Let's talk about nightlife in Houston real quick.
All right.
Before we go. Because being from here, we seen like the evolution of this. Mm-hmm. And it's changed a whole lot. From a DJ's perspective, how do you truly feel about the nightlife out here? It's all right. It's a lot, but
So one, I'm a very diverse DJ. Most of my scenes are in the urban scenes.
Yeah.
But I'm able to cater to diverse scenes and pretty much any scene. I've done quinceañeras and all that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the urban scene, I will say we set the bar low as the fans. We set the bar really low. From having music like Nelly and Ludacris, Chingy, Paul Walker, Millionaire, from Move, Bitch, all that.
Yeah.
We're now talking about Sexy Red, I'm a hoe. Like, we set the bar very low. And I hate that's the demographic that we give now, because I'm like, as a DJ, you gotta keep the crowd happy. Like, they're not gonna spend money unless you keep them happy. And hopefully I don't lose my job, any of my gigs for this, but it's facts. Like,
they should hope I would be pissed off.
But still, I'm speaking facts. Like, because most of these listeners and fans of this music at the clubs talk about, this ain't real music, this music sucks today, but then they're the same people asking for this music.
Yeah.
Like, can you play that new Sexy Red? Glorilla is different. I'll give her credit.
Oh, yeah.
Glorilla, she makes the guys who
I work out to some Glorilla. I'm like, God damn.
Glorilla be talking her shit. I'll give her flowers.
Yeah.
But when you got people like Sexy Red and I'm not gonna name anybody else.
Yeah.
I'll give Sexy her flowers because she's doing what she's getting paid to do.
Yeah.
People are still paying, and she's making her money. I'm all about anybody making their money.
Yeah.
But it's sad that we degraded in the black community to go to that level. And diverse scenes, you could still play Usher, DJ God's Fall in Love Again. They'll still dance. Chris Brown Forever, they'll still dance.
Right.
So, yeah, I love the black community. They promote all black businesses. But when it comes to the music, I hate how all the mumble rappers all sound alike.
Yeah.
They all talk about getting money. I took his girl. Now I'm messing with this girl. Or I'm like, we got kids. I'm in my 30s. Are you in your 30s?
31.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Man, we got to take a birthday shot. Yeah, we got kids coming in.
Right.
Like, I see how my parents were on me about not wanting me to listen to tip drill, but now we got tip drill songs all
the time
over the radio now.
Yeah.
All over. So I'm like, I'm not the biggest fan of it. And when it comes to club scene, we got sections everywhere. I love seeing people dance. I will still play You're a Jerk, Chicken Noodle Soup, Mr. Rogers, Mixed Flex, Daddy Stroke.
Yeah.
I will play all that still. I want to see you dance. I don't want to see you standing doing a karaoke sing-along.
Right.
And that's a lot of places now. Like, they just stay in their section and sing along.
And it's a fashion show.
Yeah.
And
I'm like,
I was going to ask you, too, your honest perspective on this. I mean, you've been honest on this whole episode, but do you ever see dance floors making a return to clubs?
I do. I will say I do. And the person that gave me hope is DJ St. Chris.
Really?
Vanilla Trill. Oh, well, he used to be known as Vanilla Trill. But St. Chris, now he probably still is the face of the Texans, the in-stadium DJ. But what he does with his events, he makes sure there's not a lot of couches. He doesn't care for the section. He wants you standing up, singing, dancing. His Thursdays at Sugar Room, no one can touch that. No one. Rogers will give him his flowers. C. Watts will give him his flowers. There's so many DJs that will give this man his flowers. And some people think, oh, he white? No, he's not white. He's us. He's one of us.
Yeah.
We traded him for Justin Bieber. No, we traded him for Tiger Woods. I'll take the bet.
Yeah.
But no, St. Chris, he brings hope. And even DJ Palmo, the DJ for the Rockets, he DJs at Dogwood, and I just see his dance floor. They don't have sections like that at Dogwood Midtown.
Yeah, they don't.
They just have probably a couple high tables, but mostly dance floor. And Palmo knows how to work the room with it.
Yeah.
And they just dancing, people dancing off. Sometimes Papa will get out there and just dance off with them.
That's what we need back.
Man.
We need that. We need that back.
DJs like that, they give me hope. And I'm like, and that's why I love them. I respect them. You got places like Off the Record, Thomas the Square, and Streets. When they're there, people are just dancing. There's probably like 6 sections there.
Right, if that.
Yeah. Yeah, and people are just dancing. So Off the Record is a good place to also say. And yeah, there's still hope. There is still hope. The dance floor can come back. It's just the music needs to change a little.
Yeah.
It needs to change because most of these places that have the dance floors lit is not Sexy Red,
Right.
Glorilla Sally, Megan Stallion, Bossman D-Lo, Lil Babe, Future. It's none of that. It's none of that. It's good feeling music that as soon as you hear it, you feel warm. You feel good. Like, hey.
Right.
Like, hey.
Exactly.
But then today, if you go on the radio, you hear Bossman D-Lo, you want to go sell some stuff on the street, like,
Right.
or you want to go shoot somebody because somebody cut you off.
Yeah.
And this is Houston.
Right.
They
don't play out here.
drivers. So, yeah, there's still hope. In my eyes, I still see there's a lot of hope for the dance floor to come back.
Do you think it's up to the promoters though? Because promoters, they're like, man, we're gonna make our money. But we seen what Drink Houston back then. That was the only club I paid to get in. And if you didn't want to pay, you better get on that Instagram and look for that password. What's the password? Cookies and cream. All right, you win. Happy hour till midnight and all this stuff. And it was fun.
And then, Drink Houston, I remember DJ Penetrate, he will say, you know what, fuck it. For the next 10 minutes, $2 fireballs or $2 tequila shots for the next 5 minutes at all bars. Go there now. You don't see
because it was 5 clubs in one.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But he'll say that, but sadly not the whole building will say it because you got different DJs.
You got different DJs.
So we will have to text everybody, hey, for the next 5 minutes, this is the promotion. And people loved it. People still miss it and talk about that.
I still do. I still talk about it. That's me. I do.
It's sad how, and I believe Whiskey River still does it. So DJ Penetrate owns Whiskey Rivers, and I believe he still does that. And they're opening a new location on the south somewhere. I forgot where it's at, but yeah, I believe they still do that.
We need that place back.
Drink Houston's never coming back.
Oh.
Roxy's never coming back. Sadly, Roxy has been renovated, but it's still a vibe. I'll still go there just for memories, and it's a vibe there. Conservatory is called now, but
Yeah, I miss it. Bro, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me.
For sure.
This was fun.
One last clip before I get you up. Just promise, last one.
Yes.
Who would you want to see next on the Real Do With Akil podcast?
Who I want to see next? All right, it'll be my favorite DJ. And that's Mr. Rogers. I'm sorry.
Let's get him.
Mr. Rogers has so much game, and he's an inspiration to a lot of DJs. Now, I have other inspirations. I have JQ, I have High C, but for the DJ community, Mr. Rogers does a lot, and a lot of DJs follow just who he is, what he does. I hear DJs copying his transitions, and to be able to call him like a big brother still, and I call all the OGs my big brother. They all will vouch for me. But to see and know and just work with him personally and know who he is personally outside DJing, he's an inspiration to a lot of upcoming cats. Like, hell, there's a lot of DJs that we will not be here probably in the next 10 years. Yeah. If we are, then thank you, God. But DJing wise, that's what I'm talking about. Not us not dying.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But DJing wise, if we're still DJing, obviously the crowd still loves us, and we're blessed to still do it. But there's a lot of new cats out here, and Houston's growing. You see it. We're growing. So
about a week.
There's a new spot every day. It's gonna be the hot spot for a little bit, but then
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I'll say get Rogers, get his view on stuff. He has a lot of game that he doesn't have time to always tell people because there's a lot of people that always want to get his life.
Yeah.
But if he could take the moment to sit down and talk, hit him with the big questions, I know a lot of people will love to hear it.
Yeah. I want to hear.
Or even High C. High C, too. He is the Go DJ founder. JQ, he started in the middle of nowhere. You know, those three. High C, JQ, and Rogers.
Yeah.
Those three, one of them three, pretty much everybody's going to want to know how they started, and because they all are in their own lanes and they made a name for themselves.
Yeah.
Especially in this Texas state. So.
Right. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey,
I got
man.
that
Thank you for having me.
For sure.
Thank you.
Real Dude Akil, DJ Me. We out. I only took Spanish twice. My freshman year.
Yeah,
Damn.
I only took it once. That was the freshman year.
That didn't get to no fight though, right?
No. It was an
accident.
It was an accident. I knew what he was doing. I was being stupid. The teacher knew.
That was that little shit we did in high school.
Yeah, you just hold the hand back and then you.
Oh,
yeah.
Dang, that's the same cut.
Yeah, I still got it. That's the memory.
Wow. Bro, this shit, that was 18 years ago.
Yeah, we're getting old, man. We're getting old. You were there when it happened.
Bro, that's like, bro, 17, 18 years ago.
I got dismissed from the class. They rushed me to the dentist, and
Time caps on this.
yeah, I got time cuts right there. I got this from Stafford. Cut it. Remember, I used to work at the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cutting the grass.
Yeah,
there.
you got Stafford on your body,
Yeah,
for real.
Stafford. Yeah.
That is crazy,
Life
dog.
there.
I forgot to ask you this on camera, but I knew it was run out of time. I'm going to ask you right now. You got a shot in your hand, so if you don't answer, you can take a shot. Double. You see how we do cut ones? On cut one DJ. St. Chris, Mr. Rogers, and High C. You got to cut one. Cut one or a double shot. And it's honest, if you answer, it's not going to be no hard fit. They understand.
All right.
St. Chris.
I'm going to cut St. Chris.
Why?
One, I love him. I do. But High C has the flowers for making me, if it wasn't for him at the end of the day, he was the number one person to put his foot in my ass to get where I'm at.
Yeah.
He was the number one that no one else cared to believe until High C invested his time, free time.
Yeah.
Rogers stays because Rogers is Rogers. Like, you hear how he plays. You see what he does for the people. Even if he ain't got time, he makes the time. And then he sacrifices for a lot of people.
Yeah.
He sacrificed for the city.
Yeah.
And he's from Dallas like I am.
Yeah.
High C's from Dallas like I am.
Yeah.
We're all from Dallas. So I guess it's a Dallas thing. But at the end of the day.
I didn't know Hachi was from Dallas.
Yeah, Oak Cliff.
Wow.
Rogers.
I didn't know Roger was either.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
And I'm from Duncanville.
Motherfuckers taking over our city. Goddamn, what the fuck we doing? McDaniels, that's my boy. Shout out to you. What about
The
hey.
fact that Dallas DJs think they're better than Houston, I'm like, first of all, that will never happen.
Yeah.
I wish you would ask that. I
know.
Because one, that's not true. Look where everybody's coming to. The whole states, the whole country, other countries are coming to Houston. The only people that go to Dallas are Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
Not Ranger fans, not Maverick fans, Cowboys fans. I hear like you come here for music. You came here to party, have a vibe. Your favorite artist loves coming here.
Yeah. That's facts.
You don't hear no artists talk about coming to Dallas. Like, no disrespect to Fat Pimp. I love Fat Pimp, but
Yeah.
yeah. Like, Dallas is not the scene for the culture, for the black culture like that.
Yeah.
It's
Houston,
not.
Yeah.
Houston is literally the culture city for black people.
Yeah.
We're going to have fun regardless. You're going to find something out here to have fun. But sadly, I would, like I said, so I ain't got to take a shot. I had cut Chris. I love Chris. But I know High C, then Rogers.
Been in the game longer too. And it's like
Yeah.
St.
Oh,
Chris.
yeah.
And I seen him just as a dancer.
Yeah, everybody knew him as a
He was
dancer.
White Boy Chris at first.
What was it, Venmo or something?
It was Vine.
Yeah, Vine was around. It was a Bebo. That's what it was called.
I never heard.
It was a website called Bebo.
Oh, Bevo. Yeah.
See,
He
it
was
was between Crush Spot.
Yeah.
It was after Crush Spot, and then yeah. So he was before the Facebook era blew up.
Remember, he was dancing Young Nation. Young Nation, B King,
Yeah.
all that. And I seen him dancing. Remember Hush? I seen him that was the first time I said, who is this white boy on dancing on the dance floor? Dance floor. This is our senior high
Yeah,
school.
he was not DJing at all.
Yes. He was dancing. I'm like, who is this dude?
And I was a fan. We didn't know each other.
Yeah.
But I was a fan. I'm like, oh shit, that's him.
That's
I'm looking at him like.
But he was known since 2010.
He is a celebrity. Typical. He is a celebrity.
Yeah.
He's a homegrown
celebrity. Yeah.
But yeah, he worked his ass off to get where he's at.
From dancing, he was dancing with White Boy Boogie from Dallas. Young Nation. That's another. That group, they were before they time.
Word, don't stop.
If they came out now, it's
they
over.
would. Yeah.
They was before their time, dog. They was, to me.
Because now I'm playing their music and people are still like, oh.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if they came out today and this is a time for that type of music.
They were before their time, dog. They was like the Texas version of Ray Shrimmer. They was Ray Shrimmer before Ray Shrimmer, dog, to me.
They were better. They were better.
You can definitely say that.
They were better.
Bro, they was cold, dog.
All right.
But I thought she wasn't gonna answer that. I ain't gonna lie. I thought she.
Oh no, I'm going to answer. I love Chris, but at the end of the day, Rogers will always be my number one favorite DJ. No homo. Yeah. But I gotta give him his flowers at the end of the day, and I cannot say I am who I am without High C. Yeah. He wanted to make me a go DJ. I'm like, no, I wanna. You inspire me to be like you. I want to start from the bottom. I don't want no help. Call myself a go DJ. Yeah, and now look at me. He's like, you were the best creation I ever made. I'm like, thanks, Dad.
But I say, bro, you got a hell of a story, bro. Because some people try to hurry up and get to the top and be a nah.
Oh no, I have a lot, and I had to say everybody's name. I'm like, because there's no me without them. And I be telling people every time I see somebody, I gotta give them their flowers. I have to, because I would not make it this far. And everybody thinks oh, I'm a hustler. I've done this by myself. I'm like, no one's done anything by themselves.
Yeah.
You gotta get somebody. If not God, you're gonna get somebody in this room their flowers.